Hello, Namaste. I am Rajendra here from APSSDC. So far, we are discussing technical discussion on C language. In the previous sessions, we finished strings. Now, I like to talk about pointers. So, very important topic in pointers. It is not only important; it is also frequently asked question. So many questions will be asked in the interviews. So, if you understand the pointers, you can write the programs very simple. Okay. So, why do we use the pointers? What are the features of pointers? How do we write the programs and pointers by using the pointers? Now we will discuss. So, we know that there are two types of variables are available in C language. We have two types of variables. Our topic is pointers. One is normal variable, second one is pointer variable. Simply we can call it is pointers. It is also simply we can call it is variable. Simply we can call it as variable. Okay. So, what is normal variable or variable means? A variable can store only one value. A variable can store the data. Okay. For example, int a equal to 10. Okay. The meaning of this one is here a is the variable of type integer. Here a is the variable of type integer. Okay. That means it is eligible to store only integer data. It is eligible to store only integer data. So, it is stored 10 is stored into assigned into variable a. It stores only the values. It stores only the values. Okay. This part we have already seen in so many example programs. Now, we are going to see the pointers. Okay. Pointers means which is used to store the address of the variable, not the value. It is used to store the address of the variable is called pointer. Okay. Example, int a. Here a is a variable of type integer. Here a is a variable of type integer. Next, int star p. Here p is a variable of type integer, means here p is eligible to store address. It may be any address. Okay, because I didn't assign to any variable here. Here a is a variable of type integer. That means here a is eligible to store only value. Here p is eligible to store only address. That is the difference between the variable and pointers. Okay, right. Next we go for the next step. Now I want to initialize the pointers. This is pointer declaration. This is variable declaration. This is pointer declaration. Now I want to initialize the pointers. So we know that this is variable initialization, right? But how do we initialize the pointers? Okay, here the pointer initialization, p equal to ampersand a. This is known as pointer initialization. This is known as pointer initialization. Means address of a is stored into p. That means address of A is stored into P. That means I can access directly A or star P. P stores address of the A. Okay. So that I cannot store value. Error. You may get some confuseness. Can we store the value into directly means it leads to error. If you try to write P equal to 10 means it leads to error. That means P only stores the address but not the values. That address also I cannot give directly address whatever I have. It will be that address will be allocated by the operating system, not by the programmer. As a programmer I can give the value to the variable, but as a programmer I don't have rights to give the address to the pointers. Only then how do we assign the address means only we write the ampersand symbol and existing variable. Whatever that variable contains the address in that system, that address only will be allocated to the pointer, right. This is a pointer. Now you tell me the definition of the pointers. Pointer is nothing but a address of the variable. A pointer is an variable which is used to store the address of the existing variable is called pointer. Not only variable, it will store the address of the array, it will store the address of the structure, it will store the address of the union, it will store the address of the function also, it will store the address of the string also. Okay. Next, here I got another doubt. I have another doubt. Instead of here int, can I write here float star P? Float star P. Yes, here it is okay, but here we will get the error. Here it is okay, but here we will get the error because right hand side variable is an integer. Right hand side variable is an integer, whereas the left hand side is float. So here I cannot give. So whatever you want to give the address to the variable, left hand side variable, pointer variable, same it should have the same type. Then only I can initialize the variable to the pointer. I can initialize the pointers. Okay. So I cannot give here. So same type should be there. Here if it is float, then okay. Float A, here also float star P, then okay. Because here A is of type float, here P is also of type float. Here P is a star pointer of type float. Okay. You can write float star or you can write float space star space P also, no problem. You can write float space star P also, no problem. There is no rules for here. Okay. We will write the definitions of the pointers and what are the features of the pointers in the notepad. You can see here. A pointer is a variable which holds the address of the other existing variable. Variable or arrays or structures and functions that are used in the program, A pointer can contains only the memory locations of the variable, rather its content. Next, pointers are used to point. Pointers are used to point, such as first one, pointer to variable, pointer to variable, second one, pointer to array, third one, pointer to function, fourth one, pointer to structures, fifth one, pointer to unions, sixth one. We can use pointer to file also, but don't ask me what is file. So, files is in your future concept, it is also one of the topic in C languages. Next, pointer to pointer also we can write, pointer to pointer. The pointers are used to point variable, such as pointer to variable, pointer to array, pointer to function, pointer to structures, pointer to unions, pointer to files. So, what are the advantages of pointers? Now we are going to discuss. The advantages of pointers are advantages of pointers. First one, indirect accessing. Indirect accessing means I can access the variable without using that variable. Okay. You can see here, here I can access printf %d a. That means I can access the variable a. I can also access %d star p. %d star p means, star p means value of a means value of a, means there are two ways to access the variable by using the pointers. Sometimes I cannot access directly variable, okay. Sometimes I have to access indirectly. How can you access indirectly? Means by using the pointers I can access the variable indirectly. We can access directly and we can access indirectly here. Next, second advantage, access any memory locations through pointer. Access any memory location by using the pointers. Third point, by using the pointers we can reduce the length and complexity of a program, and also saving the memory. Okay. This concept we are going to see in the next sessions. How do we reduce the length? How do we save the memory? That can be seen in our next session. 4.4. To pass arrays and strings more conveniently from one function to another. Okay. So, I can pass the arrays or strings more conveniently from one function to another function by using the pointers. Simply I can send one base address to another function. So, that sending the base address to the other function is sending as good as sending the whole array, is also strings also. So, how it will happens means by using the pointers, that is possible. All the points we are going to write a program by using one examples only we will see. To manipulate arrays more easily by moving pointers to them. So, instead of moving the array themselves. By using the pointers, it improves the executes, it increases the execution speed. Okay, by using the pointers compared to other programs, speed can be increased. Execution time, seventh one. Dynamic memory allocation is possible by using the pointers. DMA means dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory allocations. This we are going to write a program also. You don't worry, just see the points. All the points we will come in a with a program. So, in data structure also pointers provides us creating data structures such as linked list and so on. In data structure also pointers are frequently used. Okay. Next, in pointers, what are the operators are used in the pointers? What are the pointers? What are the operators are used in the pointers? We will use the two operators here. One is star operator, second one is ampersand operator. There are two basic operators used with pointers. One is the address operator, that is, it is also called as ampersand. Okay, second one is dereferencing operator. Dereferencing operator, that is star operator, asterick operator. This dereferencing operator is also called as indirection operator. indirection operator. So now we will talk about the address operator. Please note down these. Now we are going to talk about the address operator now. This an address operator gives the address of a variable. An address operator gives the address of a variable. Example, P equal to ampersand A. P equal to ampersand A. Here the meaning of this one is the memory address of A. Memory address of A is stored into pointer P. Okay, the operator ampersand is also known as the addressing operator. The meaning of this statement is P equal to ampersand A semicolon means memory address of the variable A. Memory address of the variable A is stored into pointer P. That is the meaning of the P equal to ampersand A. Next we go for the second one. Here we also write address of variable A is stored into pointer. Now P points to variable A. Now P points to variable A. Next second one, dereferencing operator or indirect operator. Dereferencing operator means it gives the value of the variable that the pointer is pointing. It gives a value of the variable that the pointer is pointing. Second one, second point here, star is the complement of the ampersand operator. It is a unary operator that returns the value of the variable located at the address that follows. So this is a, I hope you understood. These are the points. What are the operators are used in the pointers means there are two basic operators are used with the pointers. One is the address operator, second one is dereferencing operator. Dereferencing operator is nothing but a asterisk. Okay, it is also called as indirection operator. It is also called as indirection operator. So the address operator means an address operator gives the address of a variable. That is, here ampersand indicates address of a variable, address of the function, address of the array. Okay, example P equal to ampersand A. Okay. Next, we will write one small program by using the pointers. include stdio.h, include conio.h, include stdio.h, include conio.h. Next we write here void main int a comma b semicolon. Next int star p1 comma star p2 semicolon, star p1 comma star p2 semicolon. Next, now we are going to write the pointer declaration. This is pointer declaration. Pointer declarations. This is variable declarations. Next, P1 equal to ampersand A. Next, P2 equal to ampersand B. These are called pointer initialization. Pointer initialization. Because we are assigning the variable to the pointer, so is called pointer initialization. Next, so first of all I need to read the values and I have to store into the variables A and B. Printf enter values into A and B, into A and B, enter values into A and B. Next, scanf %d because two variables A, B. Now two values are read from the keyboard. Next, here star P1 plus plus, next star P2 plus plus, star P1 plus plus, star P2 plus plus. Next, printf %d star P1 get ch. Just check here. Here B and A are the variables of type integers. Here B comma A are the variables of type integers. Next, star P1 comma star P2 are the two pointer variables of type integers. Because why I declared with the integers means I want to assign the variables, integer variables. So I assigned declared to integer pointers. If it is a float variables, definitely here I have to write the float types. Okay. Next, here P1 equal to ampersand A. Now you just see here A contains some value, A contains some value here. Okay, this is A. Next, this is P1. This is A and this is P1. Next P2 and B. Okay. First A, B's are created. Next star P1 and star P2s are created. Next P1 equal to ampersand of A means it points to A. That means it points to A. Next P2 equal to ampersand B. P2 equal to ampersand B means P points to B. P points to B. Next enter values into A. I entered 2 from the keyboard. 2 and 3 from the keyboard. I entered 2 and 3 from the keyboard. This 2 is read from the keyboard, stored into A. 2 is read from the keyboard and stored into A. Next 3 is read from the keyboard and stored into B. Stored into B. Next star P1 plus plus. Star P1 plus plus is nothing but a plus plus. Indirectly I am accessing, I am incrementing the value, means this is incremented by 1. This is incremented by 1 means 3. This is incremented by 1 means 3. Next star P2 plus plus. Star P2 plus plus. Star P means wherever the address of the variable, which address contains the P, that is incremented. This address contains B, so this is incremented, means 4. Next printf star P1. I am indirectly accessing the 3 A value, variable A. So variable A value is 3. 3 is printed output. Okay. So this is the examples of the pointers. Instead of writing, you can write is nothing but a plus plus. Here this is nothing but a B plus plus. Okay. Here have to use the ampersand symbol, means address operator. Here this is dereferencing operator. This is address operator, this is dereferencing operators. Star means dereferencing operators. So I can also allocate this P1 and P2 to other variables also, not only A and B. Okay. After using this A and B, you can also allocate this P1 and P2 to other existing variables. There is nothing wrong. It is not dedicated to only one variables. Only one variable. You can also attach to some other existing variables also. Some other variables also. So now we will write some summary points for discussion of this program. Now you can see the pointer assignment. A pointer can be used on the right hand side of assignment statement to assign its value to another pointer. A pointer can be used on the right hand side of a assignment statement to assign its value to another pointer. For example, hash include stdio.h, hash include stdio.h, void main int a semicolon int star p1 comma star p2 semicolon. P1 equal to ampersand A, P2 equal to P1. A pointer variable can be used on the right hand side of a assignment statements, means you can copy from the address of P1 to P2 also. That means now P1, P2 are pointing to the same variable. Two pointers are pointing to same variable. Now printf %d star P1 comma star P2 means we will get the same value of variable. If the variable A contains 10, now we will get the output 10. Get ch 10. Okay. Next we will go for some other points also. The following the following operations that are not allowed on pointers. Okay, what are they? I cannot write pointer plus pointer, pointer plus pointer. I cannot write example P1 plus P2. Okay, this is one. Second, where P1 comma P2 are pointers. Second one, pointer into pointer also not allowed. It is also error. Pointer star pointer also error. Third point, pointer slash pointer also not allowed, error. Next, these are the that I cannot do the following operations. So what are the operations that are allowed? The following operations that are allowed in the point, that are allowed means here pointer minus pointer is allowed, pointer plus integer okay, pointer plus plus okay. Okay, next plus plus pointer okay, pointer equal to pointer okay. Okay, these are the operations can be allowed in the pointers. So, so these are the today's session concepts. Tomorrow we will go in some other. This pointers is not ended today. This is a very vast concept. That these pointers concept I can apply in different concepts. Means functions I can apply. I am going to apply in the functions. I am going to apply in the arrays. I am going to apply in the structures. I am going to apply in the different concepts. So now onwards, in every program I try to apply the pointers in every topic. In tomorrow we are going to see, in the next session we are going to see the functions. After completing the functions, I can apply the pointers in that functions. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. If you have any doubts, you can send your doubts to my mail ID. Please send your doubts to my mail ID. This is rajendra.apssdc@gmail.com. This is my mail ID. You can send your doubts to this mail ID. Thank you all.